Welcome back to BNG Hockey, where it's always black and gold. It took some time for Don to get the ball rolling, but we have another signing to announce. Let's talk about it. The Bruins signed Erik Haula to a 2-year deal with a cap hit of $2.3 million per season. He's a 30-year-old, 6-foot, 193-pound left wing who can also play center. He's played in 456 NHL games, scoring 94 goals, 102 assists, for a total of 196 points, and is a plus 23 in his career. He's played for the Wild, the Knights, the Hurricanes, the Panthers, the Predators, and now the Bruins. And that can scare some fans. Sometimes there's guys who bounce around the league because they're not that great. This is not one of those guys. I would argue that he's bounced around the league because a lot of teams have wanted him. He's known to be a deadline acquisition. He was one of the first players for the Vegas Golden Knights. In fact, that was his best season. In 76 games with the Golden Knights, he had 29 goals, 26 assists for a total of 55 points. Last season with the Nashville Predators, the stats don't sound as good compared to that, but they're still good for a third/fourth liner. In 51 games, he had 9 goals, 12 assists for a total of 21 points and was a +4. I've always liked Haula as a player, and the Bruins have as well. This is not the first time they target him, but they finally are able to land him. He brings a lot of things to the table. His biggest asset is by far his skating ability. This guy can absolutely fly. It allows him to get in on the forecheck, create turnovers, get back on defense. He's a fantastic penalty killer. As I mentioned before, he can play center or left wing, so he can help you win a draw, then switch back to the wing, or play either position if you have any injuries. On a Stanley Cup team, it's probably better off that this guy plays in the bottom six, but as I mentioned before, when he got more minutes with Vegas, he could handle it. So if you do have some injuries in the top six, it wouldn't be the worst thing to slide this guy up. He also has a great relationship with Charlie Coyle from their time with the Minnesota Wild. So if he's going to play alongside Coyle, we know that's a guy who needs to get going again with the Bruins. I do think he's going to have a much better season now that he had his surgeries, and it's a great way to start off his line, putting him with a guy he already has chemistry with and has had success with in the past. If you watched my previous video, I was pretty hard on Don Sweeney. I'm not taking any of that back. I still didn't love his approach at the beginning of free agency, and I still think the four-board contract is a little too much and not the guy you should sign right out of the gate. The Haula contract, however, I would not be surprised if he had quite a bit of interest, so I'm glad they scooped him up. With the versatility and speed this guy brings, I think this is a perfect cap hit for a third liner who already knows your third line centerman. I think they're going to be a great pair together, and hopefully he can help us replace some of the guys we already lost in the bottom six. And I actually think he's an upgrade over guys like Nick Ritchie, Sean Corrali, and some of the other players that we might end up losing. Let me know your thoughts on Erik Haula down below. What do you think of him as a player? Do you think this is a good deal for the Bruins? And where do you think he'll fit into the lineup? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe because there's more videos to come.